Hello, this is Jose Duarte, chef owner of Taranta restaurant, and today I am going to show you how to make a very nice Peruvian causa. Causa is the name that the Peruvians actually put to this dish, which was originated during the times that Peru had a war with Chile. And causa, actually, if you directly translate it from Spanish to English, means the cause. So what they did is the women were trying to raise funds and raise some money to feed the soldiers. So they start actually to collecting some food. Peru has about 4,000 varieties of potatoes, and this dish actually is mainly composed of those yellow Peruvian potatoes. What they did is they carried, they start collecting the potatoes and eggs and some sort of meat, and they come up with a way of making a dish that will encompass all those ingredients and sell it for the cost. So it was, and that's how Causa Limeña, which is Limenian, Lima is the capital of Peru, started. So they start to sell these dishes, you know, as a Limeñan causa. What is causa? Well, it's a yellow Peruvian potato. It's a potato that we import from Peru. It comes fresh frozen. We're going to use some of this potato. We need to steam it up and then rice it. We're going to make it with some crab meat. We have a fresh Yona crab meat, some Botija olives, which are the Peruvian Alfonso olives introduced by the Spaniards, and a very, very interesting flavor. We're going to use some avocado, hard-boiled egg, some cherry tomatoes, some lime, yellow Peruvian pepper, or ají amarillo, which is something that we use also in Peruvian cuisine, and some rocoto. We're going to use a aioli and a rocoto sauce. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to steam this potato so we can actually get to rice them. So we take a little pan with some water in there. We take the potatoes. At this point, the potatoes are frozen. So we're going to put this strain in there. Put potatoes. Discard that. Now notice that they come already peeled, and there has a hint of cooking in there. They come slightly pre-cooked from Peru. Very hard to find these potatoes here. They literally do not exist in the United States because of the type of potato, the soil, etc. So we'll take the potatoes, we'll put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, and I like to put a little bit of oil so they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. And then I cover it with some aluminum paper and stick it in the oven for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 350, 400 degrees in the oven. Well, basically we will do some layers. We'll have the potato on the bottom, they'll have some crab meat salad, we'll have some avocado, some tomato, Botija olives, and another layer of the potato on the top. So the first thing we use some fresh crab meat, well cut. This is fresh Yona crab meat. Put the crab meat right there, the container. Then we use the juice of one lime. Okay. We'll add a little bit of salt, some pepper, and then our magic ingredient, the yellow Peruvian pepper, the paste. Hard to get. Nice. Ideally, to do this will be with the fresh yellow Peruvian pepper, but because we, are far away from Peru, we can get this paste in there. We'll put about a teaspoon of that to make a nice spicy flavor in there. Then we put some parsley, and we use some mayonnaise. We can put about a spoon and a half of mayonnaise in there. You can make your own mayonnaise if you have time, but if not, you can just use commercial mayonnaise. Also, you can add some capers if you want to this. You can add a little bit of diced onions or diced shallots, etc. You can become creative with your stuffing. Perhaps a little bit of celery in there you can also do. I like to keep it simple, so I can have a lot of the flavor of the crab meat in there. So we have our part of our stuffing ready in here. Okay. Then we'll take an avocado, and we'll just take a couple pieces of the avocado. I like to cut the avocados one way. This is not very ripe, so usually when it's ripe I can take the skin off very easy. So make sure you get some avocados that are ripe enough. And we're just gonna get some pieces out of the avocado. Okay, so we have our avocado. Okay, our potatoes should be ready right now. We had them in the oven for about 25-30 minutes. You can see they're steaming up. They got a little hydrated. They took some of that nice steam. Now, you notice these potatoes are particularly interesting because they're very flaky. They're like sand. They're very, very light, I will say. And they have a particular flavor. They're a little smoky, very earthy. Not too smoky, I mean, I will say that we're going to use the potatoes, a potato riser. And the potatoes have to be hot in order for us to be able to extrude it through here. So we're going to take 2 potatoes in here. And we're going to rise them out. See, they're like little clouds, very fluffy. That's the natural color of the potato. That's why it's called yellow Peruvian potato, papa amarilla. First thing we do, we season with some salt, pepper. We'll add some lime juice. Probably, we want this potato to be a little bit lemony. We want that to have that flavor. Some ají amarillo in there, and some people like to put a little bit of roasted garlic oil. Particularly, I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil just for an extra silkiness and texture in there. And then you can just mix it up. And it's super manageable. You can shape it the way you want it. It's almost super light in weight. You can make small appetizer portions with the potato. That's one of the particularly nice things about this yellow Peruvian potato. Take a plate. You have the option of using a mold like that if you want to do an open causa or a shallow, you know, something that is less tall, you know, it's not as tall as the main one. We actually made our own last minute ring with a plastic bottle, and that's what we're going to use today. The first thing we do is we put some of, let's make sure this potato, delicious, it has good flavor. Put some potato in the bottom. We press it, and sort of doing some layers. Then we're going to put some crab meat. We could put another layer of potato if you like. Just pressure that in there. You can do some avocado. Will give nice flavor and color as well. some egg. This is just hard-boiled egg. Usually you can put the egg on the top of the causa. You can actually garnish as well with some quailed egg if you have some. Will be a nice touch. We'll put a little bit more of the yellow Peruvian potato. This looks so good. You can see the color of it is so attractive for a dish. And you know, we have kind of a build. We're gonna do another layer with some tomatoes, but normally we actually don't put too many on the top. You can chop this a little bit. I guess we'll do a nice, we'll give a nice color to the causa. Yeah, just on the top. And you get the idea. You can build it up as you go, you know, just going up. If you put different things, will give different colors. And let's see if we can take the beautiful thing about this potato is that it doesn't stick. It's very manageable, so you can actually use a shape without putting any oil or anything on it. We'll put some Botija olives, which are the Peruvian olives. Just put it on the top like that. You can put it inside as well. And then we can cover it with some, we'll do some of this Amarillo aioli. And then a little bit of the rocoto pepper. And we could put a little bit of mixed green on the top, but then it will be too tall. So I think this is a good looking dish for an appetizer. That's our Peruvian causa. You can make it with lobster, with shrimp. You can make it with chicken, with tuna, you name it, and you can build it up and layer it. And this is it.